Hurts will throw.
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A give to Kamara running right.
He'll get this up to about the 44. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. From the 44. Hill, he sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Saints sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Hill, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Hill. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hill, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his...
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away now from moving out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
A first carry for Tyler Algier.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Algier will try to pick it up. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
In motion, the tight end.
But first down, Hurts.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second and 5.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Van Jefferson
from 21 yards away.
And the Falcons have regained the lead.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed two-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
On 2nd and 2, Hill. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a pickup of 8 yards to move him into a 3rd and 13 here.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
First down, and they'll start with Algier.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Rager catches it left side.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Algier now up the middle.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. There's Hill now after the interception.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Hurts. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
They go play action with Hurts. This one into the hands of Pitts.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Kyle Pitts,
26 yards.
and the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Hill.
Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Hill. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Hurts targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Scotty Miller.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Saints 7. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, it's Hill.
Pass complete once again to Bourne.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
Gun. Hill.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing again is Hill. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And his kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
He gets it to Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Hill. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Hill.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
To the right side and complete to Thomas.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Complete to Michael Thomas. Brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hill with a give to Kamara on the option.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run the option left. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. from the gun. It's a run for Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. The try here for the extra point.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score up in the score game. Saints 17.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
From the 31, Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This a 27-yard attempt here. And his kick is indeed good.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 with a starting field position situation like that, three's not what you're making.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put sixes on the scoreboard.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Falcons take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts going deep this time for Miller. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Algier taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Saints 20. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
The score, Falcons 42, Saints 20. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill.
He completes it to Olave.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
Hill looking to throw for it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
42, Saints 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Here's Algier again on second down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Get it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hill now operating for the red zone.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Going up top for Miller. And that's caught inside the 30.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On the give, Algier headed left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Algier with another carry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to line up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Handing it off, right side, Algier. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this